Hey guys, in this session let us learn how to create a simple shell script which monitor a particular file in a directory which grow dynamically. Okay, say for example in Oracle there are multiple directories which hold data file, read log file, control file, backup pieces, etc. Right? So in those cases, if there is a critical directory which contain almost 30 data files, okay, it will be very difficult to monitor that particular directory periodically. Okay, periodically in the sense this particular directory /ora data, just imagine, okay, and db name /data file or something, just consider. So this directory contains 30 data files. Okay, you need to monitor this mount point, right, to check for any file which grow dynamically. Also consider that every data file has auto growth or auto extension enabled, so that all the files grow till 30 GB of space. Okay, but sometimes if the mount point does not have enough space and if some DBA has added an extra data file without checking the space in mount point, so in those cases you need some mechanism to monitor that particular directory, right? So let us see how we can monitor the file or file growth dynamically. Okay, now let us see all the files in this particular directory. To check the space occupied by each and every file, we can use this command du-sh star. So here you can see there are multiple files and directories. So let us use this file as an example to simulate the situation. Now I have another session opened. So in this session I will just create a shell script called file monitor or file growth monitor .sh. Okay, just save this. Okay, just open your practice directory and create this script. Now I will insert and write this line of code /bin/bash followed by the shebang. Then always when we need to monitor any file dynamically in the sense real-time monitor. Okay, if any file is growing at present, okay, in that case we need some mechanism to iterate every 5 seconds or every 10 seconds or every 20 seconds or 15 seconds. As per your requirement you can adjust the time duration. Okay, so this file is almost, so let us consider this 351 MB, this patch file. Okay, so in real time there may be some temporary files which may reside in any of the directory, and that temporary file grow dynamically as part of any application which is running on the file system. Okay, but now we are going to copy this file and we are going to monitor using this shell script. Okay, so when I copy this file to this different folder, into this practice folder, so there may be some bandwidth, right? So first some 30 MB will be copied, then 60 MB will be copied, so it goes on till 351 MB, right? So we need to write a shell script similarly to check every 5 seconds or every 1 second, or depending on the situation. Okay, so you can just write a flowchart like this. So this is start. Okay, then we have to use a loop, while loop, right? So in this while loop, what we are going to do is we are going to use this du-sh command, right? Just use this du-sh star command. Then you need to filter with something, right? So we are not going to monitor all the files in the particular directory. We are just going to monitor a file which is very big size, and that file also grow dynamically, right? So we don't need to monitor a file which is say for example this 1.3 MB, and if this file grows till 2.3 MB, so we don't need to consider these kind of files, right? Anyway, these files are not going to consume any space in your mount point, so we can ignore or skip all these kind of small files. So in that case, we can just use a pipe, right, and use sort-hr. Okay, so first we use this du-sh star command to check the space of each and every files, or size of each and every files. Then we use pipe command and use the output of this du-sh to sort in the descending order. Okay, so this command gives all the files which are having which are consuming more space. Okay, and we are going to iterate using while loop. Why? Because we need to check for every 15 or 5 or 10 seconds. Okay, then if you don't want all the remaining files which are small in size, you can just use again a pipe and use head. Okay, head -1 or head -2 or whatever it may be. If you want the top 5 files which is consuming more space, then you can use head -5, right? So let me just use sort-hr to print all the files in the descending order. Now you can see the top directory which consume high space in this particular directory is printed. Again I use another filter to print only the top 2 files which is consuming more space. Okay, so this is how you can break each and every step and then combine all these into a script. Okay, so now I am going to use this command in the while loop. Okay, okay, so then what? After while loop we use this do in the syntax, right? We already learned in while loop session. Now after do, so what we are going to do now, what this while loop is going to do. So this while loop is just going to sleep, right? So I will just give sleep 2 and done. So why I given sleep in this line? Why? Because to sleep for every 2 seconds and then check the space in that particular directory. Okay, so here I will just give the current directory itself. So this is the directory. I am going to check the file growth in this directory. So I will just give this directory itself in the while loop. Okay, now I save the script. Now let me execute this file growth script. Before that I need to give permissions. Always remember that, right? So for every 2 seconds this while loop keep on iterate on this directory. Okay, so you can see that there is only one file which is consuming 28 MB. So I have just manually copied this file in this directory to demonstrate to you. So there are no files which are dynamically growing in this directory. So all these files are static. Okay, to simulate this situation I will just copy this file which is consuming 351 MB. So what I will do is I will just move this file into this shell script practice directory. Okay, before that I will just execute this script so that when I move this file you will get the updated statistics in this output. So you can also add date command over here and give a semicolon so that both these commands will be executed. So let us check how the output is. Yeah, so this looks somewhat meaningful, right? So here you can see the increment of seconds. Every 2 seconds the output is printed. So before that we were just simply executing the script, but there is no differentiation between each and every output. So after every second the output is same, but we don't know what exactly is happening. But if you add the date command before that, you get the time as well, right? So always remember that this semicolon differentiate these two commands. First this command will be executed followed by the second command. Okay, and you can also use any commands in while loop. Okay, don't forget that. Not only any boolean values but also commands. Or you can also use the sleep command in the while loop, and inside this do you can use this command as well. So let me just create another script like this. I'll just copy all the contents of this file inside the second script, and I just change the body, or you can say the inside of this while loop, and use sleep command over here while sleep to do and the main content. So let me execute the same. So before that I need to give permissions to this shell script. Even this script is also printing the same output, right? There is no difference between this script and the first one, but the only thing is, in the beginning itself the script wait for 2 seconds, but in this script it keep on executing without waiting for 2 seconds, right? Why? Because here I have used while sleep 2, right? So when you execute the script wait for 2 seconds and then execute the main content. But in the other script, in the beginning itself this command is executed and then it sleeps for 2 seconds, right? So that is the only difference between these two scripts, but you can use any combination to monitor the file growth. So let me just move this file. Before that, let me execute the first script. Okay, now let me move the file. So the moment I move the file, you can see there is an update, right? So DB sample schemas was consuming 28 MB. So after I move this file, the output is changed, right? So this is the main advantage of using file growth script in a particular directory. Okay, so if you want the script to be executed at equal intervals, you can just configure this in cron tab -e, and you can just configure it. Okay, so I'll show you how to configure every shell script in cron tab in a different session, but as of now you can just use this script and experiment the different options that you can use to monitor the files. Okay, so you can also add some symbols before the command. So you can use echo like this, so that the output may look even more formatted, right? So there is a star which differentiate the two lines of output, right? So you can just add some more stars. Yeah.